We all have an image of Jesus in our minds. Perhaps it's the serene face you've seen in classical art, or maybe it's a modern, more relatable depiction of Christ. But what if we told you that one of the earliest descriptions of Jesus came from an unexpected source? Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who ultimately sentenced Jesus to death, allegedly wrote a letter describing his appearance in detail. This letter, preserved in various forms over centuries, gives us a glimpse into the physical traits of Jesus as seen through the eyes of one of history's most infamous figures. While many Christians today focus on the teachings of Jesus, the question of his appearance, his skin color, facial features, and overall demeanor has long been a topic of debate. This narrative gives us a fascinating look into how Jesus was perceived by those who encountered him. Pilate's letter, whether historical fact or legend, offers a striking description that has captivated believers for centuries. Pontius Pilate, a name forever etched in history for his role in the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, served as the Roman prefect of Judea from AD 26 to 36. Pilate was known for his ruthlessness in maintaining order in a volatile province where Jewish religious fervor and Roman imperial rule often clashed. To understand the significance of Pilate's letter, we must first understand the man himself. Pilate's role was complex. As a Roman prefect, he represented the might of the empire, but he also had to navigate the delicate balance of appeasing the Jewish leaders and avoiding rebellion among the local population. The trial of Jesus brought this tension to its peak. Although Pilate initially saw no guilt in Jesus, he ultimately bowed to public pressure, handing Jesus over to be crucified. But could it be that this very man, who washed his hands of the matter, also left behind a written account of Jesus' physical presence? This letter, first mentioned in historical writings several centuries after Pilate's death, offers a vivid description of Jesus' physical appearance. Some historians dismiss it as legend, while others suggest it might hold a kernel of truth. But whether authentic or not, the description found within the letter has fueled imaginations for centuries. The existence of Pilate's letter remains a subject of debate among historians and theologians. According to tradition, the letter was written to Emperor Tiberius, in which Pilate describes Jesus in detail. Various versions of this letter have circulated throughout history, some claiming it was found in the Vatican archives, while others believe it was passed down orally before being recorded. But what exactly does this letter say about the man Jesus? There lives at this time in Judea a man of singular character, whose name is Jesus Christ. The barbarians esteem him as a prophet, but his followers adore him as the offspring of the immortal God. He calls the dead from their graves and heals all sorts of diseases with a word or a touch. His hair is of the color of a filbert, full ripe, and plain down to his ears. But from thence downward it is more orient, curling and waving about his shoulders. The letter goes on to describe Jesus' eyes as gray, clear, and penetrating, and his face as one that inspires love and fear at the same time. These descriptions offer a captivating image of Jesus, one who had an almost otherworldly presence, a man whose very gaze could both comfort and unsettle those around him. But as with many ancient texts, the question remains, is this letter an authentic historical account, or is it a product of legend, crafted to give physical form to a divine figure? Let's take a closer look at the details found within this letter. Pilate describes Jesus as having hair the color of a filbert, a hazel-brown hue, and a face that radiates both love and fear. His eyes are said to be gray and clear, capable of penetrating one's soul. What can we infer from this description? How does this compare to other accounts and artistic depictions of Jesus throughout history? Throughout the centuries, artists have painted Jesus in a wide array of forms, from the fair-skinned, light-haired figures popular in European art to more historically accurate depictions that reflect his Middle Eastern heritage. Pilate's letter offers a somewhat unexpected description, one that doesn't entirely align with modern scholarly understandings of what Jesus might have looked like based on his geographic origins. What's fascinating about this description is how it blends both divine and human qualities. Pilate's portrayal of Jesus emphasizes his striking physical presence, which mirrors the way early Christians viewed him as both fully human and fully divine. Whether or not this letter is historically accurate, it reflects the way early believers and possibly even non-believers viewed the extraordinary nature of Christ. The question of what Jesus looked like might seem trivial to some, but it carries deep theological significance. The incarnation, the belief that God became flesh in the person of Jesus, is central to the Christian faith. By describing Jesus' physical form, Pilate's letter invites us to reflect on the mystery of the incarnation. That God chose to take on human flesh, with all its limitations and characteristics. Describing Jesus is not just about aesthetics, it's about grappling with the profound idea that the eternal God walked among us as a man. Pilate's description reminds us that Jesus was not a distant, abstract figure, but someone who physically interacted with the world around him. As intriguing as Pilate's letter is, scholars remain divided over its authenticity. There is no solid historical evidence that such a letter was ever written by Pilate. Some argue that the letter is a product of early Christian communities, crafted to offer a tangible image of their Savior. Others believe it may have roots in an oral tradition passed down through the centuries. Despite the lack of direct evidence, the letter has endured throughout the ages. But why? Perhaps it's because it offers something more than just a description. It provides a connection to the man who stood at the center of the greatest story ever told. From the earliest Christian art to today's most popular representations, the image of Jesus has evolved over time. In Byzantine art, he is often portrayed with dark hair and olive skin, reflecting the Mediterranean region where he lived. During the Renaissance, European artists, such as Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, depicted Jesus with fairer features, a reflection of the cultural lens through which they viewed the world. Pilate's letter, with its unique description of Jesus, adds another layer to this rich tradition of visual representation. But it also reminds us that our understanding of Jesus' appearance is shaped as much by culture as it is by history. In today's world, the question of Jesus' appearance has taken on new significance. As the global Christian community grows more diverse, many believers are calling for depictions of Jesus that reflect his Middle Eastern roots. Pilate's letter, with its detailed portrayal of Jesus, offers an opportunity to engage with these conversations. But beyond physical appearance, Pilate's description invites us to reflect on a deeper truth. Jesus' presence was, and still is, one that transcends time, culture, and appearance. His teachings, his love, and his sacrifice remain the foundation of Christian faith, regardless of how he is visually represented. Pontius Pilate's letter offers us a glimpse into the past, a rare description of the man who changed the course of history. Whether this letter is a historical document or a product of early Christian imagination, it challenges us to think about how we perceive Jesus today. Beyond his physical appearance, Pilate's encounter with Jesus serves as a reminder of the profound impact Christ has had on the world. Perhaps the most important lesson we can learn from this letter is not what Jesus looked like, but who he was and continues to be. A Savior who walked among us, lived as one of us, and left a legacy that continues to inspire, challenge, and transform lives around the world. Did this story pique your curiosity? Share it with your friends and family. And in the comments, let us know what you think about Pilate's letter. How do you imagine Jesus looked? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more intriguing stories from the Christian faith. Thank you for watching, and may the peace of Christ be with you.